Hey guys, HP1 here today, and today I wanted to talk about something a little bit controversial. Okay, so recently I released a video called Why I Hated Suicide Squad, and I did hate Suicide Squad. The video was really harsh on the movie, and some of y'all were actually very offended by it. The thing that I did in the video was I said that it's alright if you like this film, but it's not actually a good movie. A few of y'all said that that was a little bit arrogant, and yeah, maybe it is a little bit. But that leads me to the thing that I kind of wanted to talk about today in terms of my philosophy on film criticism, which is really just an opinion, but it's something that I'd like to kind of debate about. Okay, so first, let's define our terms. As you saw in the title of this video, it's called subjective versus objective criticism. What does this mean? Well, subjective, as defined by the dictionary, is, hang on. Hey Siri, what does subjective mean?
Subjective means based on or influenced by personal feelings, tastes, or opinions.
Yeah. So basically, subjective means that it's your opinion, it's open to interpretation, I guess, and yeah. What does objective mean? Hey Siri, define objective.
Objective means of a person or their judgment, not influenced by personal feelings or opinions in considering and representing facts.
So basically what objective means is that it's not personal opinion, it's just fact, and I guess there's no bias involved. What I was trying to communicate in the Suicide Squad review was that taste is subjective, meaning different people like different things for different reasons, but quality is objective, meaning quality is factual and can be factually determined. Now, is this definite? I'm not sure. It's a theory. It's something that it's in my philosophy in terms of film criticism, but it's also open up to debate. So basically this means that, for instance, I really like The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I know most of y'all hate it, but I really like that movie. But there is no part of me that says that that is a good movie, because objectively, it is a bad movie. Most of us can agree on that, I think. Meaning, the 3-act structure is all screwed up. There's too much crammed into the movie. Some of the performances are cringeworthy, Harry Osborn. But I like it anyway, just in terms of my personal taste. On the flip side, you've got something like Captain America: The Winter Soldier. My sister hates that movie because she doesn't like all the violence and she doesn't like all the punching, you know? But from a choreography standpoint, the violence and punching are factually very well done. You see what I'm saying? So there are things that we like and things that are subjective, but there are also factual elements about movies. I think. I mean, it's an opinion. So who determines the objective facts about movies? Well, that is the hard question. There's no movie god who says, here's exactly what a movie has to be and here's what it has to not be. But there are kind of different rules that you kind of expect movies to play by, and I guess if you're saying that a movie's breaking that rule, then some people would consider that bad. But look, here's what I'm trying to say. I was trying to judge Suicide Squad from an objective manner, meaning I was trying to state the facts about the movie in a non-biased way and just state what was factually wrong with it. The thing is, what I did wrong was I presupposed that the things that I said were bad, meaning that most of the things that I said in my video were factual. I said there was 20 minutes of exposition before the plot actually kicks in. That's a fact. But I presupposed that that was a bad thing, and many of y'all said, hey, I don't have a problem with that. And you know what? That's fine. See, that's where objective views on film do differ, and it's really hard to figure out what the truth is. So, is judging films objectively possible, and how does one do it? I really just don't know at this point. I tried with the Suicide Squad review, and y'all got offended, and maybe it's because some of the factual things that I stated you didn't have a problem with. Maybe what critics should do is just state all the facts and then leave that to interpretation. Like, here's a few facts about Suicide Squad. Enchantress was an underdeveloped villain who was given no character other than that she was possessed by a witch. Does anyone want to dispute that? Because I'm pretty sure it's a fact. Let me be careful with these because I don't want to take too much liberty. The Joker was advertised as being in the film a lot and then was not put in much at all. Pretty sure that's a fact. The film involved many cliche elements of other superhero movies, such as a blue beam shooting up into the sky, a team of superheroes having to fight a villain who wants to destroy the world, and a government agency that wants to assemble a team. Those are facts. Those were all three of those things are facts. But the interpretation, perception, and care of those facts is what differs between people. I have talked to people who don't care that there's 20 minutes of exposition and don't care that Enchantress was an underdeveloped villain because they love the team so much that that was all fine for them. My question is, and here's where I'm not really sure about things, is does that mean that those things aren't problems? I'm pretty sure they're still problems and they deserve to be addressed, but they just weren't problems for some people. Look, I'm trying to be fair here, guys. I don't want to be biased and I don't want to hate on this film, but also I'm trying to figure out what the balance is, you know? I guess you just kind of have to state the facts and form your own philosophies and maybe define your terms, you know? Because I find that in debate and in just trying to make points, if you define terms of what a bad movie is and what a good movie is, then whatever else you say follows. So if I say a good movie is a movie that has Harley Quinn in it, and then I say fact, Suicide Squad has Harley Quinn in it, then I can say Suicide Squad is a good movie. But if I say, according to my philosophy, if a movie does not have a good 3-act structure, if a movie has underdeveloped characters, and if a movie has dialogue that states the obvious, then it's a bad movie. Then I could factually say that Suicide Squad is a bad movie, but that's bad movie from my terms, not bad movie from your terms. So we all have different things that we care about in terms of what makes a bad movie and what makes a good movie. I hope that makes sense. I'm not really sure if it does, but if you get my drift, comment. So what do you think? Is it possible to be objective and factual with film criticism, or is it always going to have some sort of bias? And should we just state facts and see what follows, or should we form terms in terms of what is a good movie and what's a bad movie? I don't know. This is all something we need to debate and have discussions about in ways that, you know, will help clarify what people are saying and not just form arguments. So yeah, guys, if you haven't seen the other Suicide Squad video, go check it out. It's, as I said, you might find it offensive, and I'm sorry for that. I'm not sorry that you find it offensive, but I am sorry if it comes off as a little bit arrogant. But I just wanted to tell you my philosophy and try to kind of put these things into words, because it's still very hard to understand and hard to articulate, and even I don't really understand what I was saying yet. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and as I said, answer all those questions below, discuss, and don't be idiots. Internet comment sections are places for civilized discussion, if only that were true. Alright, thanks for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next week.